This year, the global refugee crisis was thrust into the spotlight, and for some of those individuals fleeing their countries, the U.S. has become a safe haven.
Yeah, right here in Connecticut, and even right here in New Haven, where our studios are. It became a new home to hundreds of refugees, and one local organization is working very, very hard to make sure that they all get a very warm welcome. Joining us now, live in studio, is Chris George. He is the executive director of the organization IRIS. Chris, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
So good to have you here. What does IRIS stand for?
Integrated Refugee and Immigrant Services. We've been around 33 years, and you hit the nail on the head. New Haven is a great place to resettle refugees. They get a warm welcome, and the whole state of Connecticut has been opening up its arms to refugees.
Yeah, I have to tell you, I remember when I was here over the summer, when the crisis was really at its apex, New Haven really sort of welcoming folks who come here. Could you imagine what it's like fleeing the place that you called home to come to a place where you now have to find a home? What are you and your organization doing with these folks?
Well, that's the first thing we do is we find a home for them, and then we furnish it with donated furniture, and the donations of furniture have been coming in from all over. We stock the kitchen with some food. We find someone who can cook a hot meal, culturally appropriate to their culture, to serve them when they arrive. And then, we meet them at the airport, get them settled, and then we get down to work, and they get down to work. It's a tough self-help program. They have to find a job quickly. They have to learn English. We'll help them enroll their kids in school, connect them to healthcare, but it's demanding.
Speaking of somebody who did find a job, Jason Newton, our reporter here at News 8, did a wonderful story over the summer about one of the refugees from Syria that you directly worked with. Tell us all about that story.
Well, we welcomed him and his family. He lives in New Haven, and he was fortunate to get a job as a dishwasher at Archie Moore's restaurant. And he impressed the manager so much, he's practically up to full-time now. I talked to the manager last week. He loves him.
That's great.
Archie Moore's, coincidentally, is giving us 1,000 wings for our post-race party, the Run for Refugees, which is Super Bowl Sunday morning.
And speaking of, tell us about the race.
Right. Well, this is a chance to celebrate. Refugees have suffered persecution. They've had miserable existence overseas. They come here, start a new life, and the Run for Refugees, held every Super Bowl Sunday morning,
look at that,
is a chance for us to celebrate this great American tradition of welcoming refugees. 10 o'clock, Wilbur Cross High School, Super Bowl Sunday morning, February 7th. And I understand, Ryan and Marisol, you are leading the Channel 8.
We will be in our spandex. And also something to keep in mind, this is a great opportunity to burn off some of those calories before you head over to your Super Bowl party, start eating all the wings. Are you rooting for somebody specifically for those?
I am rooting for refugees.
There you go.
I think of it as
a winning team.
Right.
There happens to be a football game that same day, but the second great American tradition of welcoming refugees is what we celebrate that morning.
Great message.
And a great story that you were able to find employment for at least one, because I don't see this crisis diminishing anytime soon. And are you guys prepared for all of that as well?
We are, and in fact, the support in Connecticut has been so overwhelming. We're asking Washington, D.C., send us more refugees. They're welcomed here in Connecticut. They'll be supported here in Connecticut, so send us more. They'll get jobs. They're highly motivated. They'll strengthen the economy, diversify our neighborhoods, enrich our culture. We want them.
Chris, thank you for joining us. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great day.